Guys, this is what's happening in Iraq right now. For the longest, Iraq, Baghdad, has been dragging its feet about the oil pipeline in the KRG region that leads to Turkey and then to the Mediterranean Sea. But now, because Iraq is having serious troubles exporting oil through the southern port or terminals, they are working on fixing the pipeline between Iraq and Turkey. Prime Minister al-Sudani may be facing one of the toughest moments of his leadership. I will discuss the rumors of the IQD adjustment in a moment. The biggest issue he's dealing with is the growing conflict in the Middle East involving Iran, Israel, and the United States. Some militant groups inside Iraq are closely aligned with Iran, and they have launched attacks on Western targets. The United States has warned Iraq that the government needs to do more to control these groups. That puts the prime minister in a very delicate position because many of these militants also have political influence inside of Iraq. Now, tensions inside the country are rising. Demonstrations and attacks from Iran backed by groups who have been placed near Baghdad's green zone, where many government buildings and foreign embassies are located. They are demonstrating. They're having protests. Security forces have had to step in to keep protests from turning into something much worse. Situations like this show just how complicated the political environment is for Iraq's leadership right now. And then there is the economic pressure. Iraq depends heavily on oil. In fact, more than 90% of the government's revenue comes from oil export. In some cases, oil is even being transported by truck through neighboring countries just to keep the flow going. So while all this is happening, the Prime Minister, al-Sudani, has been busy speaking with leaders across the region and in Europe, trying to calm tensions and prevent Iraq from becoming the next battlefield in the conflict. In simple terms, this challenge right now is balancing three powerful forces at the same time. Pressure from Iran-linked militants inside of Iraq, pressure from Western governments who want these militants controlled, and pressure from Iraq's own people who simply want stability and economic security. And this is all on top of Iraq's oil exports coming to a halt due to the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. Many viewers on this channel and other IQD channels believe this is when the U.S. will encourage Iraq to adjust its currency. One reason this belief is snowballing is that Iraq's government and central bank have been modernizing the financial system, tightening currency controls, and working with international institutions such as the IMF and the World Bank. And now all of this has been going on behind the scenes, quietly. However, it's important to note that no official announcement of a major currency adjustment has been made, and most economists say any change would likely be gradual rather than sudden. Plus, the Central Bank of Iraq has announced that they do not plan to adjust the currency now or immediately after the conflict. But guys, when the US, IMF, the World Bank, the UK, when they all get around the table and they decide something, things can and could change.